What do you guys want to do? That's the question. I never know what to do. I always have ideas. Well, I always have ideas. I never know which one to choose. Now, while we're figuring out what we're going to do, can we just have some appreciation for Sir Mumbo? Look at this. Look at this. This man is a builder. This man has become a builder. And I'm very proud of the Mumbo. Look at him. Just a magnificent man. Walks around in that suit and that mustache. Can do redstone with a lickety split and can build a build in minutes. Look at this. Beautiful. Let's see what the chat wants. Terraforming, haircut. No, I did get the haircut. We're not going to do a haircut live. That would be... Actually, we should do that. That's funny. Tornado guy. Mumbo's evolving. That is very true. Tornado, Dave, Terraforming.
5 cheered Dex 300. Hey Scar, Merry Christmas. Hope you're having a good day, and I like your haircut less than 3.
Oh, thank you. That was very nice of you, and a very Merry Christmas to you too, my friend. Very nice of you to say
Proud
that.
Looney cheered Dex 1000. Hello Scar.
Hello there.
Lovely to see you live streaming.
Oh, that's another very nice message. I appreciate that. It's always good to stream.
Glow's tip $125. A Christmas gift for you, Scar. I hope you and your family have a peaceful Christmas time. Much love.
Terra, that's beyond generous. That's insane. Terra, thank you so much for the incredibly nice tip to the stream. That is very generous of you and very much appreciated. Can we get some hearts in the chat for Terra? That's beyond generous. So thank you so much. Wow. I'm just flying in all directions. You shocked me. I'm just like floating. I'm just floating away from where we were going to start working. Once again, thank you for that. That's very, very kind of you. Grumpy Testers, thank you for the 15-month resubscription. No, not 15, 39 month. 39 month. I have a hard time reading apparently. Anyway, so I still don't know what we're going to do. You guys want to do it all. There wasn't any consensus. Well, we decide what we're going to do. Look what we completed in our last episode. We've got the entrance to the zoo assembled and ready to go. I stopped overthinking, finally got over my creative block, and bam. We got ourselves an entrance to the zoo. I'm happy with this. I am really happy with this. This took a little bit to get over because when I first started it, it looked like a jail. It looked like where I saved Mumbo from going. And then I wanted to lighten it up, make it more playful, more fun, more whimsy. And then it started getting some vibes of Scarland. And then I'm just like, who cares? Scarland's cool. These colors are cool. Let's send it. So, and plus it's not exactly like the entrance to Scarland. It's got the kind of old kind of gate style. So the inspiration was like a smidge of Jurassic Park, a little bit of old Metropolitan, like big grand entrances to zoos, and a little bit of a World's Fair sprinkled in. So yeah, I think it came out, hello there. Your payment for the lawyer fees, you said it was 5 shulkers, a dark prismarine, specifics don't matter. Oh, you. I think I know what you're throwing down here, XB. I guarantee you there's 1 block per shulker. Oh, take that man to court. I'll represent myself. But anyway, I'm super glad we got this done. There's still some texturing I'd like to do in and around the blocks, but I think it came out nice. I think it's got a little bit of a charm to it.
Wheels cheered X300. Hey Scar, looking lovely today.
Thank you.
Enjoyed your recent episode. Never realized how much I missed super fast build mode. I was actually dancing along with it. How are the kitties doing?
Oh, that is so good to hear. I don't know. I've got such a nice reception to my last episode that made me very happy. It seemed like people really enjoyed. We're gonna go repair these elytras while we figure out what we're doing today. It just made me super happy because I really struggled to get that episode out for a very long time, and to see everybody enjoying it made me super happy. So thank you very much. I don't know why this looks silly. Why is my head poking out? But my body is being pulled into the jelly. I don't know why this looks so silly. Oh, that's fun. Anyway, let's go repair these elytras. So yeah, it was very nice to get that episode out. I've been, like I've told you guys, just the last month has just been a absolute struggle health-wise. I did go to the doctor. I did do that. I've been trying to put it off. For a very long time. I did go. They saddled me with a bunch of tests. Some of them I don't want to do. And so I tried to schedule, but nobody answered the phone. And it's just like, what's a man to do? What's a man to do? He finally goes to the doctor, as he was told, and he tries to schedule the tests. Nobody answers the phone. He gets left on hold forever. Still no resolution. He goes to the blood people. They forget to take half the tests that were ordered. I do what I was told. I did my part. Oh gosh, it is it's always an adventure, isn't it, to ever go to the doctor? It is oh, we got a Mr. Finnegan. Here, let's go say hi to Mr. Finnegan. Hi, Finny. Mr. Finnegan. Oh, is he a little bit grumpy?
He was playing with the box.
Oh, he wants to go back to his box. Hey, Finny. How are you, Finny? Why are you staring at me like that? Are you gonna eat me? I think he just wants to eat me. Why is he staring at me like this? Here, turn around. Come on. Ow, oh, don't kick me in the stomach, man. Look at this guy. He's enormous. He's huge. Wait, what are you doing? Where are you going? Ow. What are you doing? Oh, I think he probably wants to go. I think he probably had things on his mind that he wanted to... No, not the microphone. Not the microphone. Oh, Finny. Oh, Finny. Help. Oh, silly goose. This microphone stand has really taken a beating since we got old Finnegan. Never play with a kitten when it's playtime or food time. And apparently that was food and playtime. Well, we did get to see Finny for like a split second before he tried to destroy us. But maybe KDB will come in. KDB is a lot more chill lately. She's a lot more chill.
X300. Hey Scar.
Hello there.
Any thoughts on Skeleton Crew so far?
Skeleton Crew. The skeletons of the crew. I've very much enjoyed Skeleton Crew. The last 3 episodes I think were great. Each episode I feel like got better. The 4th episode, it suffered from some wonky classic Disney editing and like writing again, but overall I'm enjoying Skeleton Crew a lot. I think there's like a nice little mystery to it, which was a surprise. I didn't think there was going to be that, so I think that's a nice surprise with Skeleton Crew. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. Very few people have actually watched that show. It's wild. Like every time I bring it up, people are like, and I'm like, oh, I have nobody to talk to Skeleton Crew about. So sad. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. The last episode, I don't know. It felt like they were trying to tell a million micro stories and try to do like quick character building. And it was like, pick one and stick to it.
I can understand the healthcare woes. I discovered that the home and hospice supplier have been price gouging me on CPAP supplies. I looked on Amazon and they are way cheaper there.
Oh my gosh, my friend. I've been in this struggle. I've been in this struggle for getting a shower wheelchair. As I think I mentioned this on stream, and I finally got the pricing. So they're going to charge like $3,500 to insurance. And if we want to pay it, we would have to pay that same price. Insurance doesn't want to pay for it. So I looked on Amazon and I looked on a few other places. You can get it as like an open box item for like $500 and new like $800. And I'm just like, what? So I feel you. Like the gouging is absolutely real. Like not even just like a little bit, but like a lot, and it's freaking insane. So I'm so sorry you're having to deal with that, my friend. I am so sorry. It's so frustrating. Princess A18, thank you for the 25 gifted subscriptions to the chat. That is incredibly generous of you. Very, very much appreciated. That's really generous. And Loretz, thank you so much for the 3 months. Okay, we must decide what we're gonna do. I'm so bad at making decisions, guys. I'm so bad. We can work on Dave. You know what I feel like? Honestly, if I were to search my heart, I really want to chill and terraform with you guys. Is that okay? Can we do the terraforming? We can work on Dave too after we do a little terraforming. But I just really want to chill and terraform. Is that okay? Are we good with that? Sweet. Let's chill. Let's have some fun. Maybe not that loud. Like maybe not that loud. I don't know. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta like search your feelings. Anakin, Luke. I feel like they both were told to do that. And then if I search my feelings to make a decision, just hanging out and terraforming, honestly, what I want to do. All right. So we just need to clear this out. So what my plan is, so if we go into Cheaty Cam here, if we look above here, I need to rearrange this whole thing. Okay. So the idea here is that we're going to have like a really ornate walkway going into the zoo, flanked by trees, and if I'm skilled enough, maybe statues of mobs in Minecraft that are made out of stone. I don't know if I'm that good, but we'll try. And I'd also like to do a bit of a spoiler, but you came to the stream, so you get spoilers. What if, my friends, we did a parking lot over here? I know it's exciting, a parking lot. I know you just riveting content here. We're making parking lots, but what if the parking lot had cars designed for every hermit? How cool would that be? How cool would that be? I think that would be pretty cool. So like the hermits pulling up to the zoo, that'd be pretty fun. So we need to terraform that up a little bit, and we need to get rid of this so we can expand out this portion a little bit more and then clean up this area here. So let's start with getting this area out and then sunken underwater. So that'll look a lot nicer. And yeah, I think the car idea would be cool. Now, I'm not much of a vehicle builder. I know like Corrales and False and Pearl, they're so good at vehicles and stuff like that. Me, not so great. Not so great. I could actually have Hermits build their own car if they were willing. Hermits, I am very bad at building vehicles. May you help me build some vehicles for yourself. Hey, my fan's on? Tarnation? Oh, you guys probably get bad audio. Also, the sun just came through the window. Guys, I haven't seen the sun in days. I'm not sure how to handle this newfound sun coming through my window because it's now so bright, the camera doesn't even know how to handle it. It's like overpowering my lights. Just cherish the sun while we still have it. Well, not that it's going anywhere. I hope it doesn't go anywhere. We're not that close to the heat death of the universe, are we? Cub! Cub! Cub, is the sun going away? Cub, we need your help. Cub. But yeah, it's wild to see the sun. It's been a long time. It's been a long, long time. Dude, what was that? Did you see that? Did you guys see that? I thought it was like bats coming out of the... Oh, we also need all of this dirt. I mean, you can never have enough dirt in life, but... You can never have enough, but we need all of this. By the way, chat, if you guys have any Q&A questions while we chill and have fun together here, hit me up, Q&A Scar. The jumping dirt. It looked like bats that got like released from the ground. But I do want to talk a little bit about the zoo. As I said, I thought doing the parking lot could be really fun. And that was something that I also wanted to do with Scarland, was have a parking lot. But unfortunately, we just didn't have enough space between my base and green space to do the parking lot. So I thought, hey, if there's enough room here, I think that could be really, really fun to do it. How is the zoo going to get laid out? That, sir, is a great question. A question that I do not know yet. That is a question I do not know yet. I have ideas, but they're not super formed ideas. They're figments of my imagination. Let's see, Hoffman, have you seen the Defunct Land video? Oh, do you mean the animatronic video? I'm like halfway through. It's Defunct Land just never ceases to amaze in terms of kind of like innovating their content and creating, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I've been watching Defunct Land since, I don't know, they had like 10,000 subscribers. I've been a lifelong Defunct fan of their channel. It's just so cool to see them constantly evolving to, like, I don't know. They're always innovating. They're never doing the same thing. It's always something new. It's really cool. Thoughts on the Witcher announcement? Oh my! Much excitement comes to me. That was such a fun surprise to see the Witcher trailer, because I mean, let me go on a small rant. I felt like, say, in the 2000. I feel like we had a really great era of video games in like the 2011, 2012, 13 era. We got such great games. And I think The Witcher came out in 14, I think. Probably not 15. I feel like it was 14. But either way, there was like a really good era back then of great games. We got Skyrim, we got Witcher, there's Fallout games left and right. And GTA came out at that time. And it was just, we had just an abundance of great games kind of in that timeline. And not that there aren't great games now. It's just, where's Skyrim? Where's Skyrim? I mean, it's such like a, it's such a touchstone of like a series, so incredibly popular. And we got nothing. We've got nothing. And like, it's been a very long time since the Witcher came out, since Skyrim came out, since a new GTA came out. All these like just banger of games that came out in that era. We waited so long for these games to come out, and these are such beautiful masterpieces of games. And, you know, obviously it takes time, but wow, it just feels like a really long time, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel like a really long time? So when I saw the Witcher trailer, I was like, finally, one of my like favorite game franchises is finally getting a sequel. And I'm very excited. Very excited. I played Witcher not when it first came out. It took me a long time to finally get to it. And I got to it when I was recovering from my pretty rough surgery that I had. I think it was January 2022. I think it was 2022. I think it was 2022.
Sauronita tipped $5.
It was so
Elden
great.
Ring is like Skyrim for me discovery wise.
Oh, Elden Ring. You know, I never gave Elden Ring a chance. I never gave that a chance. I really should. At some point, I want to give Elden Ring a chance. Some people told me, like, Scar, you wouldn't be any good at it. Why would you want to play it? And I'm like, why y'all underestimate me? I saved a man's life today in the courtroom of the Tall Claims Court. But yeah, I should give that a try at some point. I should give that a try. But as I said, super excited for The Witcher. Played it not that long ago and was so taken by it. It was inspiring for even like things to build in Minecraft. Absolutely adored that game. And I'm very excited to see it again. Very excited. Very excited. You guys think we'll get that GTA game in 2025? I have a feeling we won't.
Armand's Choice cheered Dex 300, Sir Scar.
Hello there.
Head Disney Librarian. I am gathering Christmas cookie recipe. I would be curious about what is enjoyed over the sea.
Let's see. Wait. Let's see. Enjoyed over the sea. Christmas recipe. I would be curious what's enjoyed over the sea. I mean, at Tokyo Disney Seas, or am I over the seas? I'm confused. Oh, they're from Europe, so something that enjoyed over here on this side of the world. Ah, gotcha. You know what I've enjoyed? I can't really eat much, but sometimes I can have like a little bite of something once in a while. Is that oatmeal cookie? That's quite enjoyable. Quite enjoyable. I do enjoy. But you just can never go wrong with a good chocolate chip cookie. When I was a kid and I couldn't sleep very well, my mom and I would make chocolate chip cookies. And it's always such a nice memory. I've always had like trouble like sleeping like normal people do. And so we would make chocolate chip cookies, and it was super fun. I used to be pretty good at it. I don't know if I could make them well. You know, back in that day, I felt like you could eat cookie dough before all the salmonellas and everything. So that was probably my favorite part, was you could eat the cookie dough. Then the salmonellas all came around and was like, don't eat raw cookie dough. And it's like, oh man, why can't we have fun in life anymore? So kind of a bummer. Let's see. Hago asks, Scar, what are you up to? We are terraforming, chilling, having fun together on this weekend. Let's see. Three. Oh my gosh, your name. 300.
When are you going to build the rest?
Well, dyslexia is on extreme here. 3XOT1Z. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted subscriptions. Very much appreciated, my friend. That is wildly generous and very much appreciated. And thank you for being so kind to the people in the chat to give them a subscription and help support the stream. That is very, very much appreciated, my friend. Let's see. When are you going to build the rest of your shops? I finally just got back to Hermitcraft. You know, gotta give a man a moment. I will get there. I will get there. I do have a pretty funny plan for the mob shop. Oh, hello, is it? I do have a pretty fun plan for that, because Skiz has been he's got the Reaper horns. He's been coming after me. I kind of just want to give up the Blackstone permit in an attempt to try to get another permit, because I have no interest in a Blackstone shop. Like, there's other shops that I want. I think would be fun. Q&A Scar, do you watch Marvel movies? If so, what's your favorite Marvel movie? I don't know. I'm just kind of a casual Marvel enjoyer. I appreciate the cinematic universe. I'm not like a sweaty guy like I am with Star Wars, so I just gotta sit back, just watch it as it comes. I did really like Thor Ragnarok. I think that was a good one. The most recent Thor movie was a little bit of a letdown, I think, if I can say so myself. That was kind of a weird movie. It felt like it was just saying the same joke over and over and over again. It was like, okay.
Zimaiman shared X300. When it comes to cookie dough, it's more the flour you got to worry about than the egg. Just bake the flour beforehand, and if you are still worried about the egg, you can replace it with either applesauce or a mix of baking soda and I think either water or vinegar.
Oh, cat just ran by. Yes, yeah, the flour. That is another one my mom always talked about. What do you mean bake it ahead of time? Do you mean just take like the flour and just heat it up? I've never heard this trick. This is very intriguing to me. What are your thoughts on that trench coat scene in Kenobi? You know what my thoughts are on the trench coat scene with Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's the single worst thing ever on Disney Plus, and there's some rough stuff on Disney Plus. Whoever wrote and decided to bring that to the screen should genuinely be ashamed of themselves. Like, what were they thinking? My boy. They butchered my boy. They butchered my Obi-Wan. They butchered him. That show. If I did a tier list, of Disney Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi is sadly on the rock bottom. Oh my gosh. I'll never forgive them for what they've done to my boy. Never again. Never again. Coming after my boy. Just can't have it. Just can't have it. So frustrating. Somebody mentioned a good game was a Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I never played it. It seems fun. I think Tango and both Cleo. I think it was Cleo. I know I saw Tango talking about it. I know they both. I'm pretty sure Cleo said she liked it. Oh, a wonderful B-Dubs arrives.
300 flour in the oven. Straight flour on a baking sheet. I usually do it for 350 degrees for 10 minutes. I also line with parchment paper to make transfer easier to the bowl.
Dude, we're learning things today. That's amazing. Okay, that's a really great tip there. I'll have to remember that, my friend. Thank you. Man, we learned so many things here, right? You learn how I'm the best lawyer on Hermitcraft, and I didn't actually put a gift basket in B-Dubs' chambers. I should. I totally should. I 100% should. Let's see. Q&A Scar, what is your favorite season of Hermitcraft and the Life Series, and why? Oh my. Well, there's always nostalgia, obviously, for your first of whatever. Like, there's nostalgia for the first season of Hermitcraft. Man, I don't know. It's tough because I can look at so many seasons and just pick out things that I love. Like, season 6 was fun because it was so different and intriguing in terms of there was always some different things happening that was so new. Season 7 was just so grand. And it was during such a tough time, I think, for everybody that it was a really nice escape. And the things that we did were really fun. We were out there, riding a snail. We're drinking mushroom soda. We're building all sorts of incredible things. And season 8, I think, was the first season I really embraced kind of storytelling to another level through skins and hats. And it was really fun to kind of because we did a little of that in season 7. So if we go back into the time machine of Hermitcraft, one of the things that I really wanted to do that season was create a shop called Threads. And I did actually create Threads, but unfortunately Threads did not work the way I intended it. So I created it in hopes that I would be able to use a texture pack system through Optifine and create custom elytras, custom armor, and it unfortunately didn't work out. But one thing I did in that season was I created a Moo Pop bottle. It was really fun to have the little Moo Pop bottle to play along with the story that was going on the server, the mycelium versus the grass. I was like, what were we against? Or we were the grass, they were the mycelium. So that was fun. And I remember contacting FCD and I'm like, okay, all right. So this didn't work. This crazy idea about making armor customized for whoever came into my shop, right? So that didn't work out. But I was like, but you did say you could do carved pumpkins and carve it into whatever you want, right? It's like, FCD is like, yes. And I'm like, what if we made a top hat? So I got this crazy idea about a tycoon who has a wagon. It's an ever expanding wagon. And he goes around on the server selling wares to people. And he wears the most magnificent top hat. Is this possible? And FCD's like, let me do some work. And it was 2 months later, FCD came back and was like, we figured it out. And it was super, super cool. FCD, killed it with the hat. The top hat. And yeah, and that was kind of this whole So that's what was really fun about season 8 was that we kind of like started, you know, like we spent a lot of time at the end of season 7 trying to figure out how, what in tarnation? How come I can't stand up? Stop trying to be like real life. Gosh, dang it. Just want to stand. I just want to stand. Can a man simply stand in Minecraft? Hold on. Maybe if I take the elytra off. Hold on. Let's go get a hat or a helmet that we can breathe underwater. Anyway, so that's a fun season because it was really fun to experiment with the new textures. And then obviously season 9, we were able to make our dreams come true with building Scarland. So I don't know. It's so hard to pick a particular season because every season has so many fun and unique things that were cool. Why is this not going in? There it goes. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm incompetent. So yeah, it's tough. But for the Life series, oh, I've got to say the first season. The first season was just absolutely hands down my favorite because it was all about like science and discovery, literally. Because we were just trying to figure out like what this series was. Like, you know, I need a wheelchair in Minecraft. I just want to stand. Oh wait, take the elytra off. Maybe can I just stand for 5 seconds? What am I doing wrong? I've played this game since 2010. What am I doing wrong? I don't get it. Are you sprinting? Oh, that's a good point. I might have... You guys are geniuses. Don't ever let anybody tell you guys aren't geniuses. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you are not a genius. Because, yeah, I had a sprint toggle on. Anyway, so yeah, that was... Wait, okay, let me go back. I was so distracted by falling over in Minecraft so many times and trying to hit life alert. So we did Hermitcraft seasons. Now we did wildlife seasons or life series. Yeah, the first season, hands down, my favorite because it was just, there's so much new and discover in it, which I absolutely loved. One of the seasons that I look back on, which was great, but at the time it was really, really difficult, was Secret Life. Secret Life was the most difficult. It was the most difficult season of all the Life series because I was alone and I kept getting tasks that made me a villain. So I was either going to like fight being a villain or embrace being the villain. And I eventually just kind of like embraced it and ran like quite the arc of like, hey guys, who wants to be my friend? And nobody wanted to be my friend. So I'm just over here, just a trader selling people their wares. Every task was like ruin somebody's life. And I'm like, well, that's unfortunate. So, and plus being alone in the Life series is actually really difficult because if you're together with a team, you have people to bounce off of, so you're not always 100% needing to be like on.
$3.14. Hopefully last dollar for the day. Q&A, what is your favorite Lego set?
Ooh.
Mine is the grand piano. It took me 9 hours to build.
My favorite Lego set is a Lego set that I had when I was a kid. It was a rescue helicopter, and I absolutely loved it. I took that rescue helicopter everywhere. I was rescuing everybody. I was like dropping it and destroying it and putting it back together. I absolutely loved it. It was a very old Lego. I can't tell you how much I loved that set. It was the best. One second. And it was the best. And I absolutely loved it. I was always creating disasters and trying to rescue people from them. I was like, you know, create like a little disaster and then have the rescue helicopter come in. I'm like, we'll get you, we'll save you. I loved it. I saved up for that Lego for quite some time. I even had like a little police boat. And I remember saving up for both these Legos. They took a long time to save for. If I did all of my chores, I got $2. So if I vacuumed the kitchen, vacuumed the living room, did this, did that, got my $2.
I love it. Happy holidays to Scar and family.
Oh, Emerald, thank you so much for the nice message. And I'm so glad you got your jelly mug. I hope you enjoy it, my friend. But yeah, if I did all my vacuuming, if I did all this stuff, I got my $2. And I slowly, every week, I get that $2 and I'd put it towards the Lego saving box. But we can't see the game. Oh my gosh, you're just looking at my dumb face. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's my favorite Lego. But back to the Life series, Secret Life, as I said, looking back, like watching, kind of like just abbreviating, watching a little bit, it was like, I think I did actually tell a decent narrative through that. Like there's a decent arc of, hey everybody, who wants to be my friend? Nobody. Who wants to buy some wares? Also, I'm going to kill you or ruin your life. Because the secret keepers, that's what they've decided to do to me. But as I said, it was very difficult. So in the Life series, for instance, the Clockers, you know, and we were all together as the Clockers, that was actually one of the easiest Life series ever because it was just so smooth, bouncing off of B-dubs, bouncing off of Cleo. I think we all had like a really fun, we all had like, at least I felt like we had like a really good chemistry. We could, you know, somebody might come up with an idea. We help Cleo go down and get the shulk or this or that. That's easy. Like, it's a little bit easier than being alone and always having to be on 100% every second and coming up with every idea. So, yeah, that's why that series is like kind of my least favorite series in some ways, but also I think it tells like a really good story. And I only look at it negatively is because it was just kind of an exhausting series. I was just kind of literally like wiped out after every session. Hoffen coming in with 10 gifted subscriptions to the chat. Very much appreciated. That's incredibly generous, Hoffen. Very, very generous of you. Very, very much. Very, very much. And of course, this is Hoffen's skin. Look at how cool it is. I had this edit, or okay, this is funny. This is an outtake that didn't make it to the video. When I recorded the intro to the court case today that went up on the VOD channel, and I said, I got a great skin made of Hoffen. And I'm like, wait, no, it's not made of Hoffen. Hoffen made it. No, it's not made of bits of Hoffen. Oh my God, I give up. I give up at life. I just cut it. I'm like that clip got retake. We did a full retake there. We got a retake. It's full retake. But yeah, my favorite definitely is the first one. The series that it always feels so weird to me. I think I've said this before. The series that feels the oddest to me is always the second season, which was Last Life. That is the season that I missed the session, and it was the session that I really felt like Joel and I were gonna have like a really cool thing together, us being wizards. But then like he became the boogeyman, and it just like it never worked, unfortunately, which was kind of a bummer. And I think he became red rather quickly. So that was another series of the season where I was kind of like stuck alone, which was not super fun. So that was another tough one. It was also that I was dealing with some like unfortunate health stuff it was kind of leading up to that surgery. And there was a session where I had to go to the hospital, and it was a bummer sitting in the waiting room of the ER. And this lady, I think I've said this before, was threatening to kill me. She was going to kill me. She was going to kill everybody. It was a whole thing. And the emergency room staff's just like, happens all the time. I'm like, all right, it's fine. Just sit here. This person's just screaming at me. Like, I'm like looking straight down. They're like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. And I'm like, I'm not looking at anybody. I'm not looking at anybody. Oh, God. And eventually it was kind of like somebody in the emergency room woke up and was like, yeah, we should do something with this person. Let's take him back to psychiatry. It's like, it was like, maybe you could have done that 2 hours ago. But I remember looking at the chat because sometimes things are talked about in the chat. And so I was just looking at it. I was like, any updates? Anything's happened interesting? Anything going on? So that one sometimes I originally, I didn't even know who won that one. I was like, I don't even know who won that. So I went back and watched a few bits from it. And I'm like, okay. Scott won. Okay. And I was like, when did I die? Oh, okay. I died at the second to last episode. Okay. The last bit of it, I don't remember much because are we still in the, toggle sprint. So yeah, I went back and like reaccompanied myself to it. But yeah, desert, the one where we're in the desert was my favorite. That was really fun. That was fun. You remember when Grian blew up the entire desert? And I blew up the desert house. I really thought I was going to get like a really sweet kill on those guys when I detonated the house. And then I didn't detonate in the house. And I'm like, if I would have got the kill, Graham probably would have been cool with the house getting blown up. But now that I didn't get any kills, he's probably going to get really upset with me that I didn't get any kills and we don't have a house anymore. I was like genuinely terrified. I'm like, oh God, when he comes home, he's gonna be so upset that I blew the house up. Dude, I remember people got really angry a few times at me in that series. Man, people were angry. I mean, people look back on that series and be like, oh, the Desert Duo, oh my god, no, no, no. People used to get so angry at me over that series because I got red really quickly, and a lot of the other lifers were like, wait, we didn't anticipate somebody dying this fast. Wait, do we just kill him? Because it was so experimental, we weren't sure, like, if I see you on site, do I kill you now, or do we just kind of like make some fun of it or whatever? And my stick was that I just wanted to go around being red and terrorize people. And people are like, you have to kill them, or you can't team up with people that are not reds. And there's a lot of turmoil back then. It's not like that happens anymore, but I'm glad people look back on it with fondness, as I do, because I think it was such a fun and interesting series. I love the Life series. It's always such a delight. It's always something to look forward to every week. And I do very well with structure, it turns out. When there is like a structure where it's like, show up, do your thing, and upload by this date, I'm pretty productive in that way.
Hello there, and happy Festivus, my dude. I've
For the
been
rest
up
of us.
30 hours, so I'll have to catch the rest in the VOD. The gate is looking so awesome.
Oh, thank you.
It looks like a jail for all the clowns.
You know, that message was going so well. That message was going so well. Everybody was enjoying it. And then we had to bring up the clowns. It's not a clown jail. Oh, it kind of does. Oh my God. If you were to design a jail for clowns, I would suspect that it would look similar to this. Oh my God. But yeah, I do well with structure. So the Life series, great. Love it. Love it. I realized that I do well with structure when I would go to a pool to swim when we didn't have swim practice. And I would sit there and I would be like, I don't know what to do when when my coach isn't yelling at me to do something. So I did learn. I did learn that, because I'm sure some of you can relate. When you're on a team of some kind and you have a coach and you're just constantly doing what they say, and then they're not there, you're just kind of like, what are we supposed to do again? How does this work? We're supposed to swim back and forth? Do I do the butterfly? Do I do a little bit of breaststroking? Do I work on my backstroke? Should I do some kicking? Should I do some poling? Should I jump off the diving board? What should I do? So it could be, I'm sure some of you can relate to that who are on teams and stuff. Why can't I? There we go. Come on. Why can't I not fly now? Jeez. Let's see. Because I've talked about my swim coach before. That's a wild fella. I'll tell you that right now. Wild fella. Let's see. Q&A Scar, what is your favorite moment in wildlife? Oh, I'll tell you. I know what it is. When Lizzie and I were down in the caves and the snails show up. That was so freaking funny. Obviously Jimmy dies by a creeper right away, and then he's off. And then Leslie and I are like, do we stay down here? Should we go back up? So we're trying to like decide, like, should we try to get a little iron before we head up and meet back up with Jimmy, right? And all of a sudden Jimmy's dying again. I think Etho died. I think Big B died. And we're like, what the heck? And we're trying to figure it out. In my head, it's clicking. Not that it's a snail, but there's some kind of a creature. There's some kind of a creature up there. There's some kind of creature. And then they come down there, right? Or no, so the snails start working their way down, and Lizzie's showing me the spawner, and dude just comes bursting through the wall, the snail. It was just like absolute terror. And then I'm go up to Lizzie, and I'm like, it looked like you, because it did look like Lizzie. It was so scary. Oh, that was one of my absolute favorite wildlife moments, was us down in the cave, because it couldn't have been better, right? We're just chilling, right? And the thing comes through the wall. Like, seriously, that's straight up a horror film. So that was my favorite wildlife moment, was us down in that cave, and that snail comes bursting through that wall. Was terrifying. Let's see, Q&A Scar, how is your drone flying? Unfortunately, I haven't got to do it for a while.
X300. Hi Scar,
hello there.
Not able to stay, but I think you'd look good with a beard.
I got a little bit of a beard, right? Maybe a tiny one. Not great. So drone, yeah, I have not got to fly my drone for a while. I need to get back out there. It's just been health stuff, and obviously like I've just been so busy. Unfortunately, there's just been so many things that take me away from doing anything that like sometimes that I just want to go out and do. So yeah, I want to get back to it. Also like mildly worried because people are all like crazed about drones. I don't want anybody bothering me. Like I never fly it around people. I never fly it when anyone's around. I never fly it over anywhere near people's property. But nowadays with people being so like wild, and obviously like paranoia is one of the most scary human traits, I was like, I don't want anybody bothering me. Caps. So yeah, I do want to get back to it. I want to have fun with it. It's so fun like putting the goggles on and like flying around. It is so fun. When you put on the goggles and you see what the drone sees, it is like basically you're flying. And it's so fun to like fly up and like look at the tops of trees and stuff like that. Oh, it's a blast. It is a blast. I want to bring out like next time I want to bring out my iPad so my like mom or dad can watch, because they're kind of like the visual observer, if you will. Because if you want to actually follow proper drone rules, you have to have a visual, like a person that is watching it if you are like FPVing. So because you are just seeing what the drone sees, you have to have somebody that like visually sees the surroundings, but I want them to also see what I can see. So I want to bring my iPad next time and then like hook that up so they can see down what I'm looking at. It'd be cool. I've also done an inspection. I helped my dad with his roof. My dad like he wanted to see what was going up on the roof, so I was able to fly up there and take some pictures for him. So he could figure out if he needed to like do any work on the roof or something. I'm like, I can help with that. Scar's drone service away. Let's see. Q&A Scar, how are you finding Arcane? If you're looking for extra entertainment, look up Arcane edits on TikTok. They're absolutely incredible. I still am stuck on episode 2. I will get back to it. I will get back to it. I need to get back to it. I will get back to it. Did anybody watch the Mary Poppins documentary on ABC that then went on to Disney Plus? That was a very good documentary. And as you know, I love the Sherman Brothers. So good shout outs to the Sherman Brothers. Was very, very cool. It's a great little documentary. It got a little annoying. It felt like sometimes it was like a celebrity wants to say a word, and they just like kept throwing in random celebrities for like no reason. Just like, who cares about you? I just want to hear from like the people who were either like related or made the movie.
Hi Scar, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you and your family.
Oh, thank you.
As someone who works in animal management and zookeeping, what do you think about having a conservation or research center in the zoo?
Ooh, that would be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool. And as you know, I take great care of my animals. My animals are the best taken care of here on the zoo train. Everybody's having an absolute blast here on the train, just having a wonderful time. And look at these giraffes here, just getting some air. This witch got this whole little cupola up there, enjoying life. Frank just loves to hang on the back. He's a bit of a daredevil, that rascal. But yeah, everybody is just loving life here. And a conservation center, I think, would do wonders. I think it would be great. Love the idea. Love the idea. We could do it fun, right? We could do it maybe like a cool tower that's like watching over like the savannah or something. I think it'd be cool. That's a good idea. Okay, this already looks better. I know it's not the most glamorous progress that we've ever done on this, but I think just cutting that off is starting to really make this area look a little bit better and more refined, which means that we can then take this piece of land here and extend it out into Minecraft froze. Why did Minecraft freeze is the real question we all ask ourselves sometimes, you know? I often ask it to myself, why did you freeze on me, Minecraft? And Minecraft goes, I'm back. Oh, it literally did just come back. I'm just waving at OBS. Oh God. Oh man, what a day. All right, let's dump off that stuff. But I'm happy with the way that came out. I think that came out quite nice. The bottom is probably something that I dislike the most about Minecraft. Let's jump up in GD cam. It's so spotty. I hate this look of the ground. I just want it like a solid color that dips into the dark blue of the abyss. Not all of this like sand, a little gravel, a little clay, a little dirt. I don't like all of this. I don't like all this. At some point I want to just make it just disappear. Just disappear. Did you guys see, by the way, New Glen out on the old launch pad, by the way? Good for Blue Origin. It seems like they're getting there. I think it got scrubbed, but it was cool to see New Glenn out on the launch pad. I mean, we've made our fair share of jokes about New Glenn, but New Glenn is getting there. New Glenn is getting there out on the launch pad over at the Cape, which is, it's good to see. It's good to see that they're finally getting to the point where they're ready to launch. I think it'll be a good launch. I think it'll be an exciting launch. That's a big rocket. That's a big rocket. It looks pretty cool too. So I'm looking forward to Blue Origin's launch. Hopefully, I don't know if it'll be this year. I bet it'll be early next year. We have a lot to look forward to space-wise for just the, when is it? I think Starship's launch is sometime in January, and I suspect that New Glenn will go up either January or February, I bet. So yeah, lots to look forward to in the early year for space stuff. So that'll be exciting.